that worked.
Are you okay?
That was kind of hectic. What do you think? How would you feel if you were really there?
It would be very hectic, but we still have plenty of time, so that part I didn't worry about.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about the time. I was more worried about being caught from behind and killed. What about you?
I would have as well.
You don't need that.
I was hoping for something like that.
Their tech's pretty similar. Kind of boring, actually.
The whole people are boring.
2 eyes, arms, legs, versus Remnant that control entire planets. One of those? Yawn.
What do you think?
Would you agree?
No.
I don't agree.
Why
I
don't you
agree.
agree?
Because there's more to it.
Catch and release. Search and scan Android bodies. God damn it. Alright, so there's that. Task. God damn, so many tasks. So little time.
Well, get on it.
What the hell was I doing over here anyway? There we go. Oh, on Tempest VidCon. So either way, we need to go back to Tempest. I mean, we could do tasks, but I could think of better things to do with our time. What do you think?
Well, you're not gonna try driving up there.
We've already established this way back on EOS.
Hello?
Indeed. So let's go to the VidCon.
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
You don't say.
Pathfinder, I have Dr. Kennedy on the channel. She is very tired, but alive.
And the baby?
Lungs like a banshee, and safe.
And now that you're back in the fold, it's the Initiative's job to keep you safe.
This all started with tech that could steal Initiative resources.
Dr. Kennedy has graciously offered to return her research, and any resources gained along the way.
I could always just purge all data.
No thank you. We'll keep things simple. You and your trackers all safely accounted for.
What do you think? Surveillance or self-sufficiency?
Surveillance. Or the other. She has a baby, so.
Yeah, I'd say why not.
We fought off Ket and Rokar. Those threats won't just go away.
That's the Nexus way. Shut the doors and hope. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful as hell, but it won't be long before none of this matters. There's others out there. I was just furthest along. If you want us safe, make it all safe.
I'd say EOS.
Prodromos is where we started our new lives. They'd love to welcome this one.
It's not too far, if you ever want to talk.
I haven't changed, Foster.
That's what I hoped you'd say.
You never said what name you chose. Maybe Pathfinder? Scott's good too.
No, it's David. David Edward, for an old friend. Goodbye, Ryder, and thank you.
Indeed. That is now done. What else do we have? Nope.
I think you know with all the times we've looked at
You would think so, but nope.
it.
Alrighty, so I think what we will do is go to a merry land, merry land. I don't know what I'm talking about, do I?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Do you know of Jim Bob the Third of the Redneck Dunkus clan?
No.
Or not?
Because
You're not following his ways.
he is not real.
Why do you say these things?
Because it's true.
Voeld orbit is steady.
Why?
Because you have made up the name. You drive me crazy.
No, I did not make up the name.
Somebody,
My friends way back then.
somebody else, yes, but you made up the name for if we were to have a child and if it was a boy, you would name him that to drive me crazy.
Alright. So let's see what we have in some of these new places. We'll go explore space for a bit.
Okay.
Are you sleepy?
It's been quite a long day, but we're still
Making
holding out.
This
Wow.
might have been a larger system once, before the Scourge.
As if we needed a better reason to document everything.
Wow. What do you think?
I'm picking up something.
A larger system, and then Scourge just ate up every other planet.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that?
Creepy, but I mean, it's cool, creepy, but sad.
Why is that?
You know exactly why.
I want to hear your word.
Why?
Because it's cute, and I like to hear your input.
Why is it so cute?
Because you have a different way of looking at things than other people.
It's cool to see. I mean, it's a little sad with the fact the Scourge is taken over there.
It's like this planet probably doesn't have too long to go.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Sad.
So let's see. Dovar's gravity is abnormally light for a world of its size. This certainly is an effect of the mass fields generated by this Scourge. Dovar should be further observed as it escapes Scourge tendrils. I wonder if it was once a habitable world.
I don't know.
Looks like it dove right into it,
Is it?
and now it's escaping.
Indeed.
I'm picking up something.
Indeed, there's some sort of... right there, I think.
Probe away. Getting a scan.
Comet. So through the Scourge we go. off into deep space. And finally, to this tiny, tiny comet. What do you think of comets?
I think it's cool. The idea. And see shoot across. It's kind of cool, but I wouldn't want to be in its path.
Why is that?
That would hurt.
Highly reliable orbit despite the Scourge and the black hole. The black hole. I haven't seen a black hole. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely see the Scourge. There's a black hole. Do you see a black hole?
Mm-hmm.
All I see is the Scourge.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Pass 39. Wow. It's letting loose a whole dust cloud.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that?
Interesting.
It's practically created an entire ring around the sun. What do you think of that?
Cool. Kind of. In a way.
Indeed. Orbital distance, orbital period is not very long. Has barely any atmosphere. Its surface temperature is 440 degrees Celsius. I don't think you're living on that.
Mm-hmm.
Past 39 appears to be the dying remains of Jelly No, a massive gas giant named for a mythical Angaran hero. It has been largely stripped of its atmosphere. Wow. So this is what a gas giant's core looks like. And apparently that's all its atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that?
It's crazy.
So massive it kept a lot of its gas there. Then all of its atmosphere got ripped away by the Scourge, and now all that's left is the core. So underneath Jupiter, which would be massive, this thing would be massive, but all that's left is the core. What do you think of that?
It's kind of cool to see. It's like the two different sides of it. The core, and then that side with its atmosphere. It's kind of two-faced.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy, though.
Mm-hmm.
Dying gas giant. Who would have figured? Did you ever figure a gas giant could die like that?
Mm-hmm.
This looks like a weird world.
I'm picking
Fire.
up something.
Aha.
Probe away. Anomaly found.
Debris. Before the Scourge, the asteroid's ringing were a moon housing a small Angaran colony. The moon and the colony are now long gone.
So sad.
Karamir No was named for the little brother of the mythical Angaran hero Jelly No. Before the Scourge, Kamiro No existed in the shadow of a much larger gas giant. Indeed, and had a moon that had a colony. But now, the gas giant is dying. And this colony is no more.
Mm-hmm.
Destroyed by the Scourge. What do you think of that?
It is sad.
Alright, well, nothing more to find on this one. So this is Voeld. Wait, before we do that, let's take a look at this one. And it'll be glorious. Just like...
Victorious, he would say.
Looks like we're coming up on a blue giant.
From
a
higher,
blue giant.
it's often the brightest star, the first to rise.
Holy shit. This thing got all sorts of mangled. Look at the Scourge all around it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what it's done to the orbits. If there was any sort of colony here, if they're long gone now, what do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Ramundi. This looks like a fairly large planet. Is it actually in the Scourge? Oh wow, yeah, it's deep in this. Yeah, this system's fucked. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
It still seems to have some sort of atmosphere.
Anomaly on sensors.
Right.
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I'll take it. Large asteroid may have been a fragment of a moon that once orbited Ramoni, somehow broken apart by the Scourge. Sad. Ra Murundi, like Ra Dessa, was thrown out of orbit by the Scourge. Its enormous mass may have pulled in dust and debris to form rings only recently. Indeed, very much pushed out of orbit. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what this one has to say. It's much smaller planetary neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Total period is 138 years. It has 0 atmosphere, and its surface temperature is 1,655 Celsius.
Mm-mm.
Hosea and its neighbor were both thrown out of their orbits by the Scourge. Even before this, however, Hosea was likely a molten sphere of iron and copper. Well, at least no colonies were destroyed. What do you think of that?
That is it. That's a good thing.
Alright, so these two look to be the ones that are mainly affected by, in terms of orbital. Let's see the planets that weren't affected by that. Past 78. Oh. Hawawa. Hawiwi.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go to Hawiwi with me?
Dude.
Can you hand me the water again, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Gas giant, maybe? 201 year, 0.7 years. Its atmospheric pressure is at 1.5 of ours.
Mm-hmm. Like the colors.
Do you like the greens and the grays and the whites?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? I didn't think you were much a fan of like gray and white.
Just the same way it looks, colors mixed together.
Yeah. So it is a large gas giant ideal for helium-3 mining. Only the dense Scourge activity in the system makes it less than a perfect refueling point. If only it weren't for the damn Scourge, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And then Pa. Plus 70. Okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
Just
holding
resting.
your side. I'm sorry.
Just resting. Resting my arm on your side here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the point of life. Orbital distance, quite a ways, 97.2 years to go around the sun. It has 0 atmosphere, and its surface temperature is 731 Celsius. So, appears to be a Clonothian planet, a former gas giant stripped of its atmosphere down to its metallic core. It's extremely likely this process was accelerated by the Scourge. How cool is that, though? I mean, think about it. That underneath Jupiter is something like this.
Mm-hmm.
That it actually does have, like, a rocky metal core in there. But it's just so thick and so dense and has so much atmosphere to it that it's practically all molten.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually it can get so thick and so thin that it could ignite.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy stuff.
Indubitably. And the final planet of the system. Ijoda. 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 What?
You're dark.
I am. I can't help it. Oh god, me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I think this planet's pretty fucked. What do you think?
There's quite a bit of Scourge there.
Orbital period 9.2 years. Its atmospheric temperature is at 109 far atmospheres. Temperature 474 Celsius. Still too hot. Joda is a world of rock and metal surrounded by a crushing atmosphere. By all logic, it should be molten, but the Scourge has somehow kept it cool despite its proximity to Balin's blue giant sun. Crazy Scourge. What do you think of blue giants like that? Instead of red, they give off blue light.
I think it's pretty.
Unfortunately, because of the way plants work, no life could exist where a blue giant is. What do you think of that?
It's a little sad. But it's pretty.
Look how big it is, too.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So out of this desolate system, any others that we have not explored? It must be Ticanus. Yes. Apparently there. Oh no, that's elements. Yeah. So I must see what is in Ticanus.
You're weird.
I am. It's because of my great love for you.
Why does that sound familiar?
They named it after the Tekunis expedition, the first Solarians to reach the Citadel. It's a big name to live up to.
Anomaly detected.
We found an anomaly. Huh. I wonder what happened to this system. It doesn't look like Scourge actually touched it.
Probes launched. Sam sent me the data on that shuttle. I've set up our scanners to track it. Just say the word.
A lot of dust.
This radiation trail matches the shuttle we're tracking.
Ah. There she goes. Crazy. She went on a merry journey. She's all the way
Anomaly
halfway
detected.
across the freaking... Interesting.
Deploying probe. I found something.
Comet? Comco's arrow? She made it like halfway across the galaxy. That's crazy. So what is this arrow? Do you think it's a comet, or do you think it's something far more interesting? How would you like
It
to
could
see?
be a comet, but still be interesting.
It is a comet. Platinum.
See, interesting.
The orbit of this star grazer has persisted despite the scourge and other hazards. Likely it will withstand even a significant attempt to mine its core elements. What do you think about us mining things like comets?
It's interesting.
Why is that?
Because it's just floating around out there in space.
So what if we mined Halley's Comet? And then it wasn't around no more. Because we mined it up. Why is that?
Because it'd be cool. Forevermore.
Alright, let's see the farthest planet. The system has a lot. And it looks like it has another gas giant that's shedding its atmosphere and dying. It's sad. It almost looks like it's a habitable world, huh? So let's see what its real truth is. 273 years for one orbit around the sun. Atmospheric pressure 3.5 atmospheres. That's not terrible. Its surface temperature is 288 Celsius, though. That's too hot. Despite its ferocious heat and thick methane-rich atmosphere, Slova might have been capable of supporting microbial life millions of years ago. I knew it. What do you think of that?
I mean, that's kind of cool to think about, but still, it's kind of sad.
Let's see this one. This is like the planet is way out. It's off the elliptical. So what is this planet? Rock and stone. It certainly doesn't look like anything that can support life, does it?
No.
264 years. Atmospheric pressure 4.3. Surface temperature 336 Celsius. H523 appears to be a rogue planet captured by Tecunus's gravity and brought into an unusual orbit around the star. Long-term study of its composition may reveal more of its origins. Interesting. So, rogue planet never supported life anyway. It was just floating in space. Now, Mosivis. Or something like that.
I know.
Okay, I got it. Adventure time.
No.
Why not?
It is.
Okay. Orbital period 31.1 years. Atmospheric pressure non-existent. Surface temperature 66 Celsius, so it's actually really nice there. Well, hot still, but tolerable hot. The outermost of Tecunus's 3 sibling worlds. So this is a mountainous planet of lime and potassium. How cool would that be? Orsino. 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 I know, just how much is meaning. Man, this is just rocky, barren, wasteland crap, huh? Atmospheric temperature is non-existent. Its surface temperature is 70 degrees Celsius. Man, what kind of sun does this thing have? The largest of 3 sibling worlds of the Takuna system. Orsino has a hot surface and an extremely thin atmosphere composed of methane and argon. Yeah. I don't think any of that could support could live there.
No.
Osiba! 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 I'm making you giggle.
Always.
Forever.
Uh-huh.
Forever and always. Forever and always. Forever, always. Yeah.
Anomaly on sensors.
Oh my gosh, we have an anomaly. Where is this anomaly? Oh, mineral deposit.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Beryllium. One of the 3 rocky planets named for the stones of life in an ancient Solarian religion. Saba is the smallest and hottest of the triads, so yeah, 139 degrees Celsius and an atmosphere almost like ours, but probably not breathable. Has no water. It is just a barren system of rock. How would you feel if you went to another solar system that was just like this? Mostly just barren rocks and rogue planets.
It'd be a little sad. Cool, but sad.
And a rogue and a gas giant that's apparently dying.
Mm-hmm.
Anomaly on sensors.
It's still there. But it is dying.
Probes launched. Satellite detected.
Ooh, we found something. Sphere damage broadcast array. Scientific monitoring satellite is no longer transmitting its findings and appears to have been damaged by a gradual descent into the gas giant's atmosphere. Okay. The hydrogen and helium atmosphere of this gas giant has been slowly stripped away over hundreds of millions of years, consumed by the Takuna's sun. Given time, it may be reduced to a terrestrial world. What do you think of that? It's so close to the sun that it's effectively just sucking all of its atmosphere away.
Looks sad.
It'll just be a rocky giant.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the sun?
Looks pretty cool, but I don't want to go into the sunlight like that.
Why not? You don't want to go into the light.
I don't want to burn.
Only the unrighteous burn. Or am I silly?
You're totally silly.
Indeed. And then one last one. And then we shall sally forth unto victory.
Mm-hmm.
Tally ho!
Ho ho ho.
With all this travel, we're building up a bigger picture of the Scourge. I wonder if it's just local to Helios, or if all Andromeda's like this.
Indeed, what do you think?
I'm picking up something.
Well, here's this more Scourge. It looks like it's only hit the edge of the system, so if anything, this should be the only planet affected by it. But
She's picking up something.
oh, it is.
Deploying probe.
Let's see what this is.
Anomaly found.
The starship wreckage. Nice job.
Starship wreckage. Here we go.
I'm a total weirdo. I'm a total weirdo. I'm a total weirdo. Total weirdo. I don't think they made it.
This should give us a final location, Ryder. Got it. I'll forward all the information to your Omni tool.
Oh, sweet. Well, ship name, Bourbon Sally. Crew of 2, partially destroyed, salvageable. Interesting. Small scouting ship sent to investigate a portion of the Scourge. It was lost shortly after leaving the Nexus. It was assumed that contact with the Scourge brought her down, and that analysis of the wreckage makes it abundantly clear that the ship was attacked. That, and it's nowhere near the Scourge in the system. What do you think of that?
It is sad.
With all that good stuff.
Indeed.
Alrighty, follow the 3 sabers to their hideout in Kadara. Kadara. Why am I not surprised? Everything always leads to Kadara. Alright, let's see what this system looks like. I think it's going to be a barren wasteland of nothingness.
I don't know. We will have to see.
What do you think of this planet? Probably nothing, huh?
Yeah.
13.9 years, atmosphere. It has 0 atmosphere to speak of, and its surface temperature is negative 211 Celsius. It's pretty cold. Great mountain ranges of frozen carbon dioxide cover the gloomy surface of H148, trapping deposits of gold and aluminum underneath. Would you want to mine that?
Myself?
Why not? You don't want the gold.
I'm just saying mine it myself. No.
Indeed. Suriko. What do you think we shall find in Suriko?
No, we shall find out.
Keep it up. Yes, there is. How did you know?
I'm picking up something.
Excuses.
Probe away. Anomaly found.
Starship wreckage. Wreck of a Rokar vessel drifts above Suriko. Appears to have been abandoned. Huh. Oh, that would give... Okay, hell yes, never mind. So let's see this. Orbital period 6.8 years. Atmospheric pressure 2.36. Not too bad. Surface temperature negative 164 Celsius. That's too cold. Centuries ago, Angaran explorers set out beyond their space to explore Suriko, which they believed might be habitable. The colony didn't last, but it has strong symbolic significance nonetheless. Indeed. I think it was a little more habitable in the past.
That's cool.
So now, for the inner planets.
Your word.
I am, and I'm making you smile. Huh? No man has ever loved no woman before.
I'm picking up something.
Already?
Yep, right there.
What is this crazy thing?
Probe away. Satellite detected.
It appears to be a Nexus satellite stolen and reprogrammed by the Collective. It is actively monitoring the planet Suriko. That's interesting. And slightly weird. Given its size and position, Luso might have once been a moon of H323, though how it was displaced is unclear. Unusual radiation emissions make Luso difficult to scan. Interesting. Huh. Weird. It's like Stan. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Stan. You sleep, clear sleep. Tree. Tree. Sleep. Weird.
You're weirdo.
I am. So its orbital period is 1 year. But its atmosphere is way too thick for us. Its surface temperature is -16 Celsius, so that's pretty cold. This frigid desert world appears to have once been covered in plant life. It was reduced to its current state of millions of years ago, long before the scourge by the aging sun. So what do you think of that? It's like Brunus of Lex, remember? They had to leave. It was the second episode. They had to leave because the sun redshifted and it couldn't support life anymore. What do you think of that? Planet teeming with life.
That's sad.
Rendered dead because the sun is now going into a red giant phase. It's red shifted, so it can't support any sort of plant life or anything. And without plant life, you can't have animal life. Isn't it weird how things like that work?
Indeed.
What do you think we'll do when this happens? Do you think we'll still be arrogant enough to think we can control the sun?
Sadly, I'm pretty sure we would be.
Do you think something as grand as the sun can be fully controlled by any technology? And why is that?
Because it doesn't give a shit.
Why really?
It's too big, too massive. It can do very deadly. Be very deadly and hurtful.
Indeed. Another one. 0.3 years. Atmospheric pressure 15.40. Surface temperature 56 degrees Celsius. So that's hot but tolerable. Brutal temperatures, noxious gases, and a crushing atmospheric pressure and constant teutonic upheavals earned this world the name of the legendary Milky Way pirate, Red Koryak. I see. Oh no, that's just a planet. I thought that was an anomaly. Because I saw it right through here, and I was just like, is that an anomaly? And nope. Alright, well, there's that. And with that, we shall go to Kadara. And sally forth unto victory. To finish this epic quest. Are you excited to finish this epic quest?
Indeed. Are you?
Indeed. Is it really almost 1 p.m.? I mean 1 a.m.?
Nope.
Now orbiting Kadara.
Alright. Right, let us go and be big movie stars.